But people keep saying Drake never had a sound that had any influence, and that's definitely not true. Because I could tell you one rapper that used his sound, Kendrick Lamar. First of all, Drake is not like Kendrick, who hails from Compton. Compton has a rich hip hop history thanks to many great artists like Dr. Dre and NWA and DJ Quick and Compton's Most Wanted and YG and many others. Meanwhile, Toronto and Canada in general doesn't really have nearly as much hip hop history. Drake is the one who gave Toronto a sound, but a lot of the credit belongs to his longtime producer 40, who came up with that sparse ambient production, those filtered underwater sounds, the pitch shifting reverb and vocal manipulation, the gated drums. That sound gave Drake's early music real texture and made him stand out when he dropped So Far Gone. And it's true that they did build on what Kanye developed with 808s, but Kanye himself was building on what T-Pain did before him, just like Kendrick is building on the legacy of West Coast legends. Artists always take inspiration from what came before them. Drake kept developing his sound on his debut and on his magnum opus, Take Care. That sound was so distinct that Kendrick Lamar used it for his first big single, Swimming Pools. And if you don't believe me, go listen to that beat. It has some of the same elements, the ambient production, the underwater sounds, the pitch shifting vocals that Drake popularized. Or just go look at the credits. The song is produced by T-Minus, a Canadian producer whose first big production credit was Replacement Girl, a 2007 song for a then unknown artist named Drake. In fact, here are all the credits that he'd had right before Swimming Pools. It's 7 songs from Drake, including 3 songs on Take Care. In 2012, I did the Making of Good Kid, Mad City for Complex, and I talked to most of the people involved with the album, including Kendrick. T-Minus told me that it was an Interscope A&R that actually played Kendrick that beat. Why would Interscope do that? My guess goes to something Punch told me, that Kendrick didn't have any radio presence before The Recipe. In the pre-streaming era, radio was way more important than it is now, and songs like High Powered were blog era classics but never charted on the Hot 100 or got real radio play. So their plan totally worked because Swimming Pools became Kendrick's first real hit, peaking at number 17 on the Hot 100. So did Kendrick colonize Drake's sound? No, there's nothing wrong with what Kendrick did. He did what most artists do, co-opt the hottest sound of the time and put their spin on it, just like Drake.